Is Hailey Bieber pregnant with baby number 2? Justin Bieber fuels rumors. We got to talk about this mess, but before we get into it, hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. On my way here from Colombia, saying goodbye to my aunt, I was super emotional on the airplane and I was like, I need to watch something that makes me happy. So I put on Hairspray, the musical. Oh, woke up today feeling the way I always do. And I was thinking about it and I started laughing, just kind of by myself because I started thinking, imagine if I just kind of went through a whole day just singing like in musicals. You know how in musicals, they're like walking down the street and then they just start randomly singing. Imagine if I did that like on YouTube, like just suddenly just started singing throughout the whole video and just spilled the tea singing, or walk down the fucking street saying, "Good morning, Baltimore." You know what I mean? How funny would that be? Like, imagine like, Hailey Bieber is pregnant. Justin Bieber fuels the rumors. Selena Gomez is getting married. You know what I mean? It would be so funny. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call and we are just hanging out. And today is Sunday, best friend. Today a reset. It's a solar eclipse. The aliens are coming in 2 days, but I know that this week is going to be very blessed. So I just want to wish you a beautiful week ahead and just thank you so much for joining this beautiful community where we are just ourselves, spilling tea and just being messy. So anyways, you guys, we gotta talk because there are new reports stating that Justin Bieber has sparked major social media buzz after sharing a cryptic post that had fans doing a double take. So after the Coachella announcement, Bieber surprised followers with a series of Instagram photos, including one showing a baby bump that immediately fueled speculation. So he shared this picture right here of Hailey Bieber, and fans obviously got really confused, saying like, I'm confused, what's going on? Is she pregnant? What is happening? Like, here we go again. Just a whole bunch of fucking, things are being said now. Okay, here is the thing with Justin Bieber. His Instagram is very much like Britney Spears is. You just never know what is happening, what it is about. You never know, what it means. You just don't know what is going on. And I've come to the point in the realization where, you know what, bitch, maybe it's just not for us to know. You just need to. I don't even think Dora the Explorer can solve that damn mystery, bitch. Best friend, I gotta interrupt this program to ask you if I look good in Justin Bieber's fashions. I mean, I tried to do this yesterday, but it was a hot mess. So I wanted to ask you guys, I mean, don't I look so freaking cute? I mean, this is look at me. Just this looks like I'm on my way to the Cheesecake Factory, getting that brown bread with, making my way downtown, walking fast in the background. I mean, it is just like, this is me running out of Cheesecake Factory because a bitch forgot to take his Lactaid, and I had 2 cheesecakes and a half, bitch. And by half, I mean the one that the person in the next table over left, and I grabbed that to go too, bitch. And this is me coming out, looking, honestly, I feel like I look so blessed here, right? Who are these kids making fun of? And oh, girl, that is triggering from high school, bitch. A shout out to Ronnie, one of the biggest bullies I ever had. But you know what, girl? Ronnie is not doing so good, bitch. He is 6 years in the big house, if you know what I mean. Anyways, this is probably my favorite because, like, if I get bloated, I still look pretty cute, though, right? Should I start wearing Justin Bieber-inspired outfits? Let me know in the comments. Do I think she's pregnant? I mean, no. I feel like we've seen her lately. People are obviously on the baby bump lookout, which, can I just be honest with you guys? I'm gay. I know. I love dick. I know I'm not a woman, but damn, like, I consider myself, that I grew up with women, and, I feel like I'm sometimes one of the girls. But the way that I would never disrespect a woman's body, even if they're like, oh my God, girl, do you think I look fat? Or do you think I look skinny? Or do you think I look pregnant? Or what? Even if I'm asked these questions, I have never been the type of person to look at a woman and say anything but positive affirmations towards them, especially with their bodies, because I grew up with women in my life. My mom, my aunt, may she rest in peace. My grandma, may she rest in peace. But I grew up up with very strong women who I've seen suffer so much for their bodies, you know, uh, just overly criticizing themselves. And that's why when people are like, oh, I see a baby bump, or oh, I see this, I'm just like, damn, like, the fact that people are so, it's so easy for them to fat shame nowadays, or even to criticize people's bodies. You know, this whole like, she just gave birth, let's see when she bounces back or loses the baby weight, all of those things, I find it so incredibly insulting. And I feel like women just go through so much freaking pressures. That's why I am so freaking proud. When I found out Hailey was pregnant, first thing I did was, I will not have any body shaming here. I will literally block anybody who says anything negative about Hailey Bieber's body. You can go look at the receipts. You can go see. I was always so firm about it, and I lost tons of followers because people were criticizing her. People were saying she was faking her pregnancy. People were saying that the baby's not hers. All these crazy things. When it comes to a baby, or when it comes to a woman's body, I just feel like it's just off limits, and I will not stand for it. But anyways, having said all that speech, do I think she's pregnant? I think that Justin is just going through memories. That's just basically what I think. I mean, his album, you know, he does have a song, I think it's called Mother in You or some, I really don't know his music, but Mother in You, I was right. Yeah, it's from Swag, and it's called Mother in You. So, you know, and that's about Hailey. It's about, you know, her being a mother, and you know, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I think that it's about. I really truthfully don't think that like Justin and Hailey would just up and announce it right now. Plus, we have seen, you know, Hailey out and about lately. She and Kylie and Kendall just went out for sushi. And obviously you can see that that belly is not the belly she has in person. That's the belly she had when she was pregnant. So but I did want to just kind of address something. I did see comments talking about how, you know, they shouldn't have another kid, and how they're not ready for it, and how they're so immature, and how this and how that. I even saw some messages about wanting to call CPS on them. I will say this, because I really, after my aunt's passing, when traumatizing things happen to you, you really do kind of analyze your life, and you really see like, how can I do better? How can I improve? How can I, you know, evolve and grow? And there's one thing that I have learned, when I don't necessarily like someone, I spill tea, and of course I throw in my shade here and there, right? But I always tend to be funny, or want to be funny. I guess that's the end goal. But I will say that, you know, I am so proud of the way that our community is, because I understand that most of us are selenators, and most of us don't like the Biebers. And whenever I say anything positive about Hailey, there are some people who get offended by that. But for the most part, you guys are so incredible, because you allow me to just be me. And going through a traumatic experience, I've learned that I want to share that more. I want to be able for the world to be able to say, I don't like you, but that does not mean that I don't wish you well. I don't like you, but I don't wish you ill will. Do you know what I mean? And there's so much hate from fans to celebrities who they don't even know. And I put myself also in like Selena Gomez's shoes, or anyone else's shoes. People hate these people, and they really want to even see them, you know. And I think it's crazy, the fact that people can't separate, I don't like you, but I wish you well. I don't like you, but, you know, I'm indifferent. You know, I don't wish ill will on nobody. Just a friendly reminder, whatever you put out, you receive. That's just the truth. So, anyways, I don't think she's pregnant. You know, if she is, they'll just have another baby. But I think for anyone saying that they're going to call CPS and stuff without even knowing these people, I do think it's kind of, I think it's giving, you know what, it's just giving like bored energy, low vibrational energy. And, you know, you don't want to live your life like that. Like, you really don't. Listen, It's okay not to like people. It's okay if you don't like me. It's okay if you hate watch me. At the end of the day, that's fine. I don't give a damn. You know, as long as you're here, I'm happy, girl. But I do think that going above and beyond to wish them ill will, to say things to Selena like, I hope her kidney fails, or I hope Francia takes her kidney back, or her lupus, or this or that. In my eyes, that's just creating a really bad negative energy towards you. It's the same thing for Hailey and Justin. And thank God I've always had that mindset of never wishing ill will. I'll throw shade and I'll be funny, but I will never wish ill will. So anywho, I don't think she's pregnant, but I have gotten a lot of messages wanting me to talk about this. But I just think that he's going through memories and emotions, and it's just a way to promote his album. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you all. I hope you guys have a most fabulous week ahead. I know it's going to be filled with magic, with love, with light, with health, with happiness, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.